Okay, so I wanted to talk about a story regarding LeBron James. And yeah, the other day he said something along the lines of, I think people are making a bigger deal out of me going to the Heat because I'm black. And I just was really surprised by that at this point. I would have thought that he would have known better than to say that, but let's take a step back, because, yeah, in 2003, I mean, he came out and he was, from Ohio. It's not like he was from, some other state or some other country or anything like that. So, he came out in 2003, and it was he was this hometown guy, and as time went on, he lived up to a lot of the hype, obviously, as some people probably would be able to see, and so, as time went on, he kind of said things like, oh, I really love Cleveland and I love this state, and he was never really clear about what he was going to do, which honestly I kind of think was a smart move, because then he kept his options open and he wasn't, promising things that he couldn't live up to, which if he had promised to stay in Cleveland, he wouldn't be able to go to Miami or risk even worse things than he is now. But that's beside the point. So anyway, he kind of said stuff, like I was saying, oh, I love Cleveland, and, then he does this thing on TV, and he's claimed that other people came up with the idea, like, oh, some guys at ESPN or something, told me to do this, and I was pretty baffled by that too, but regardless, so he goes on this show, and it's like, imagine if you had a girlfriend and she went on TV to get with another guy and break up with you. That's pretty much what he did. He just was like, sorry Cleveland, I've got this hotter girl to go to. Cleveland is one of the worst sports cities in America. They've had a really bad history, for a pretty long time. I don't know what all the statistics are or whatever, but they've got a pretty bad sports town, and he's just kind of ditching it. So I thought that was a pretty big FU to Cleveland, and considering that they don't have a whole lot to be happy about. I'm baffled at why he thinks it's a white-black thing, and I'd like to hear what a black guy has to say about it, or a black woman. And, I just feel like it's a really odd thing to say, and Dwayne Wade said something a while back, and it's kind of unclear as to what he actually said, because it was redacted by Yahoo or Sports Illustrated or whoever came out with the quote, but it was something, Wade said something along the lines of when we lose, it's going to be like when the World Trade Center fell, which is what are you talking about? That's really offensive. And I feel like these guys are really disconnected from reality, and they don't really understand why people are upset. And I don't know. I'm gonna be really impressed, or I really want to see the when the Heat go to Cleveland in December. I believe it's December 2nd, because I'll be surprised if there's a game at all. I'll be surprised if they take the court, and if they do, I'll be surprised if LeBron is there. I think LeBron's gonna get booed everywhere. The only place he's not gonna get booed the hardest is in Toronto because of Bosch. And everywhere else, he's going to get booed the hardest. He might not get booed in Miami. That's probably the other place, but everywhere else, he's just going to get railed. It's going to be dirty on December 2nd, but anyway, that's my opinion. So, hope you like it.